Hello everyone, I am Muhammad Safrar and you are watching Park Office Project. In today's video, we will discuss what is form in MS Access database and how can we will create, and we will discuss a brief introduction of form in this database. In our previous videos, we have performed all practice directly in tables to insert record, but table is a very secret object that cannot be shared with others. We cannot give table access to our users. So to secure our database, to secure our data from others, it is compulsory to create some forms, and form is an object. The purpose of form is to create a user interface for our users. The purpose of form is to share access to users with some conditions. What will be the conditions? Conditions can be access of read-only data, access of insert new data, access of delete a record, and access of edit an existing record. We will see this in with some notes. A form is a database object that you can use to create a user interface for database application, and data source of form can be table or query. Mean a form will be connected with the table or our source, and object of form is to access data from data source read only. Suppose we have four users, user 1, user 2, and user 3 and user 4. User 1 have access of form is to access data read only. It means he cannot perform any other operations. What is the other operations? The second object is to access data to perform some operations like insert, update, and delete. User 1 cannot insert new data in our database. He cannot edit existing record. He cannot delete any record. And user 2 have an access to insert or enter new record, and user 3 have an access to edit existing record, and user 4 have an access to delete an existing record. All access are according to authorized personalities, and the form which will be connected to to our source directly that connected to our table or query is known as bound form. A bound form is one that is directly connected to a data source such as a table or query and can be used to enter, edit or display data from that data source. And unbound form, an unbound form that does not link directly to a data source but which still contains some command buttons, labels or other controls that you need to operate your application. For introduction only, we will create a form today with a wizard that will use to insert such data of employees' personal record through a form instead of directly inserting into table. To create a form, we will go to Create tab and press Form Wizard. When you press Form Wizard, this will show us all our object in this list. You can see that in this list, all tables are displaying that are existing in our database. So we can select a table to create a form. Suppose we will select employee personal record. When we will select employee personal record, the field of this table will display below. You can see that if we select table job record, the field related to job records will display here. And if we select employee personal record table, system will display list of all fields of table employee personal record. We will select some of fields from these available fields, or we can select all fields with this button. This will select one by one, and one by one will back, and this button will select all fields at one time. To create this form, we will select all available fields and then press next button. Here system will ask from us to select a kind of form. There are many kinds of forms available here, many types of forms available here. That's are columnar, tabular, datasheet and justified. We will select one type from this list, and in detail we will discuss these types in our next lessons. Here we will select columnar and press next button. In next view, we will give a name of form which we want to save as title of form. We will give a name here, form M personal record, and press finish button. When you press finish button, system will create a form for us. This form will show us record of one employee, and in below section of record you can see next record. Here we will see that this form have 8 records, and you can see next by pressing next button. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and we will discuss in detail all types of forms and how we can set properties of form to give limited access to users. We will discuss in our next lesson, inshallah. Thank you.